Okay, before we go into Minecraft world, um, I'm gonna do the whole world. It's Christmas break, so I think I can do it. I made a map of the world. You probably can't see that right now, but I color coded it and blocked it off. So like we're gonna do the blue section today, but part A of blue section, and then we'll scurry our way through the rest of the map. Don't make fun of me because I'm wearing glasses. I got them; they're brand new. Please be nice. I'm blind as a bat. That's why my face looks funny. So this is blue part A. Um, there's not much over here. This part of the world hasn't been really developed because I'm lazy. But that sports arena from the last video is technically part of this, but I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. If you want to watch that, go watch it. Okay, this is a different school district than the one that the other schools have been part of. So that's why I have these like signs, so like this area that way, that one, and then this way. But yeah. So this is an elementary school that I designed. It's actually based after one I went to in Albuquerque. I kind of got it right. I think it's too big compared to what it actually looks like in real life. I was pretty proud, especially for not having been in it since 2011. So I'm sick, so leave me alone. That's why I'm drinking this. It's cool. So I did name it after the school I went to, which is here in Antigua. This was completed in 2022. So this one is reaching its 4th year of existence. So pretty soon, actually. This one's cool. It's definitely different than the rest of the ones that I've done. Yeah. So this is the main office area. I don't know what that part of the school actually looked like, but it's definitely over. There's more than needed, and it all is just the same. These ones have windows, but they're high up. I do remember one time I was called to the office, and the windows were high up, and I thought that was weird. But maybe I was little. So I think they looked taller than they were. I don't know. That's this area. I don't know. Didn't know what that area looked like. Let's go this way first. This is the kindergarten area. Small, but there's restrooms. That's stupid. There we go. Alright. What's cool is that each one has this little like in between access because Albuquerque can get cold. So I put these little vestibules between. So not all of them look like that. I think no, that's a lie. There we go. Windows look weird. But yeah, there's that. This is the nurse's office. I do remember that nurse's office was huge. Do you want to know if it actually looks like this? No. That is the biggest bathroom. Yeah, this is just extra space. I didn't know what to do. We continue. I remember there was this long hallway between the cafeteria and that nurse's office. It was narrower than this, but I remember it being like, wow, that's crazy. This was in between the library and cafeteria. Here's the library. It has lighting problems, so please be chill. I don't know if this is what it actually looked like, but I remember it had this big glass thing. Because one time, the glass broke, and they thought a kid like threw a rock at it, but it was just the building settling in the grass. And the glass cracked, because it was so new. School's only open a year, and it flooded. It was crazy. Here's the cafeteria. I think this one's cool. It looks big because the ceiling is so tall, but the amount it seats is small. So every time I'm in here, I'm like, wow, so big. Then I look at how many seats are actually here. I'm like, oh, not so much. But then there's stage access on each side. So it's cute. It's quaint. And let me go this way. This is the gym. Only one gym in that facility. So I think it's a cool gym. I remember it being dark like this. It wasn't that texture, but I remember it was dark. Oh, that's that. And then this is 1st through 5th. Remember the restrooms at the end of the hall. Don't know if there were at the other end. This was the music room slash art room. I remember the teacher, I had music, but apparently the next year all the kids would have had art. So they swapped. Like 1 year it was music, 1 year was art. And I just so happened to attend school during music year. There's that. And then each little set is like a pod. So this was fifth, fourth, third, or something like that. This obviously has more than enough classrooms for an elementary school. And the first floor is down here. Same thing, just on the lower level. So not much to this, really. This school is very simple. Probably one of the easiest elementary schools that I've done. But yeah, it looked like this. And there was a huge playground here. Huge, massive playground. That was cool. And then over here is the middle school that actually fed into it. I would have gone here, but I went to a charter school. That was a whole hoot. Never again. We'll go through this. Each house is the same. They're small classrooms. Don't know why. Here's the development that I never developed. I put 1, 2 houses down. That's a high school. We'll get there in a little bit. We'll do that last because that one's really cool. This is actually a Stargate terminal. It's called the Kirk Gate because that's Kirk High School. So if you actually go here. So I can actually turn this Stargate on and it'll actually go somewhere. So let's open a gate. Let's do, where am I? So NLNE60. So right now it's dialing the gate. The soft planes gate, which is a section we haven't discovered yet. But we will. That's the next one. We'll let it do its things. That's gonna lock. And now that actually would destroy something if it wasn't if it was too close, it would destroy something. But now the gate's turned off. And that's done. But it's kind of like an airport you can't get back through. So, yeah. Okay. So this middle school is Tony Hillerman. It looks kind of close to the one that I based it off of. It's gone through some adjustments though. But, yeah, that's going. This one was completed only 2 days after. Damn. I really don't be doing anything during the break. Here's the entrance. Here's the offices. Again, plethora of offices. We have a teacher's lounge here. That leads out to this main hallway. So here is just an example of a hall. They're all the same. They just change colors. This is 8th grade hall. Restrooms up front. But 2 small ones instead of 1 big one. So we have 2 small men's instead of 1 big man and 1 woman. And we have lots of classrooms in here because of smaller classroom sizes. So look, this is 19 kids at max. But yeah, the capacity is around the same as a normal school with like a normal classroom size 11 by 13 instead of 9 by 10. So it depends. Here's the walkway. Here is actually the library, which I thought was cool. Small library, smaller than the elementary schools, but we don't talk about that. Here's the that should say 6th grade hall. That's fine. And there's 2 classrooms up here. Did I add this extension? No, this has always been there. We have some classrooms down here, an exit. And I think this is, here's the counselor. Here's the nurse. But there's these huge gaps in between. It's not like another school you'll see with a similar design. That was built before this. So back then, when this was first built, this was not here. This was the cafeteria had always stayed the same. it was smaller, and the music rooms were over here, like choir, orchestra, theater, and very tiny. I wonder if I have an image. How do I exit out of this? All done. Okay, now what? Oh. When was the upgrade? Oh. It was before 2022. Because I have it marked as done. Oh. This was completed in 2023. This was completed in 2023, then this map is incorrect. In 2022. Oh. This extension, the physical one, the interior stuff. Yeah, here's the 822. You have to find an old map. That's fine. I want the other one. There we go. Okay. Let's go to the cafeteria first. Very basic. Restrooms. ISS. Not much to this one. Here's the line of the cafeteria. Yeah, this used to be out to the elements. So. And then here's the fine arts building. It was so just randomly put together and so ugly. Here's the choir room. Very middle school choir room. Small. Crappy. Here is orchestra or band. I feel like this is orchestra. It's small. And then restrooms, male and woman. Oh, here's the theater room, the black box. I use these terrible freaking shutters. It's like, what is this? It doesn't even do anything. They're going away. I don't know why I put them here. Boom. Black box type of thing, but it's not black at all. Here's the band hall. Much bigger. And it goes on. So these are practice rooms and these are offices, I guess. And then that's the exterior. This is the gym. Main gym. It's not pretty. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just not pretty. Coach's offices. Then for some reason, this is where the locker rooms are at. I don't know. This was a not well-designed facility. I didn't really know what I was doing. I guess we could put the lockers here. That's the cafeteria, so I guess I can't. I don't know. There's that. That's Millerman. It's ugly. I would love to redo it. I like the front facade. I think the front facade's really cool. So that does not look bad. It looks very Albuquerque. But then that's gross. Over here is an elementary school. See, look at all this room to develop. I just have not. I just get stuck at one part of the world and do that. And this has been here way longer than where Centennial was at. Centennial is not that old. And I built that world, or that section of the world, more than I've built this. And this has been here since 2022. And that was 4 years ago. This elementary school is based off of the one in the area that I live. I think it's cool. It gives elementary school, but also middle school at the same time. Do you see how it's like 6, 7, 8, 6, 7? Like it could be a middle school. It really could be. It's not. So, yeah. This one's a cool one. I think this is what? Vineyard Ranch Elementary, 2/8/2022. So, I don't know if this is what it actually looks like on the inside, but this is what I came up with. So let's go this way first. Here's administration offices. Totally different than Hillerman. Much more detail has been taken into account. Here's the teacher's lounge number 1. There's teacher's lounge number 2. Connects to a different part of this building. Restroom. This one just looks like it has more care and more detail. Here's the counselor's office with the teacher's lounge number 2. And this is where the classrooms are at. So they have beautiful, floor-to-ceiling windows. This one, don't know why it doesn't have classrooms there. differentiate. Here's the second floor, what it looks like. These ones are small classrooms, I think 6, 7, 8. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 by 1. These are skinnier than they should be. Does that mean that this one is the same size? It is. They have smaller classrooms. I wonder what my thought process was back then. But yeah, same floor plan everywhere. And then we go down. This is the library. I think the library is really cool. Big library. Love that we have this middle section. It's off here. We have some stuff over here. We have ALE rooms. Right there. We have computer lab with nothing in it. Storage. Oh, storage, yeah, so much. Here's the nurse's office. Restrooms here. We have exit. Extracurricular. Yes, so extra. Then access to the stage. Here's the stage. Cute. Small, again, small cafeteria. Seems bigger than it actually is, but small. Then we have gym A and gym B. Same size with in between. I think it's a cool facility. Very elementary school, very tiny. So we're gonna fly across to another elementary school. You can definitely tell when I base something off of something versus not because it looks different. The things that I build from my brain don't really make sense. They're kind of just thrown together. The ones that are based off of something have thought and things like that to it. So. We're going. It'll take a while. This is a big area. Okay. Here's the other. There's 3 elementary schools, 2 middle schools. And nope, 4 elementary schools. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This is one that I kind of thought on my own. I don't know if this would actually make sense in real life, but it did in my head. So, all right. This is Endeavor. Again, completed in 2022. I was busy in 2022. Here's the main entrance. Main office. Huge. Good size. This is very old school, like that and that. Nurse. Wow. Definitely designed to be a small school. So here's the A wing and then B wing. So A wing has this 2-floor, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just different. And then the lights for this wing are in the walls instead of the ceiling, which I do think is cool. Here's a classroom. 6, 7, 9. This is also 9. Oh. I guess I was just doing small classrooms for elementary schools. I don't know. Here is the interchange. And then we have the other wing, also small. I wonder why. Why did I do that? It's weird. Alright, here's the cafeteria. This is just a small school. Like, that stage is so minuscule compared to the other ones that we've seen today. Anywho, I think this facility is god-awful ugly. It's so thrown together. Here's the library. Like, what is this? Cool library. Like that there's lots of windows, but why? And then... Okay. Music. And then gyms are back here. Don't know. Such an afterthought. Just doesn't look good. This facility just does not look good. All right. right, here's a middle school. This one's actually based off the ones my siblings went to. I think it's cool. It's pretty. It's a good way to, I don't know, it's just cool. And there's an elementary school right there, so they're not far. Okay, let's do this side first. What's this one called? Envoy 2022. This is the security entrance. Some schools have a security entrance, and then now that's the main office. And then students wait there when they're in trouble. Here's the entryway. It's supposed to have a pendulum, but I don't know how to do that, so. Okay, let's do main office first. Huge main office area. Goes on, and then it even goes over here to the teacher's lounge, and there's a nice little in between, which I think is cool. There's restrooms for the teachers, and then a copy room, like just for copies. So I think that'd be cool. We have here the nurse. This one's a decent sized one. Yeah. Oh, what is that? Okay, that's sad. Then we keep on going. Teacher access. Here's counselor. Big teacher's office. Oh. And then we have library staff only. Okay. Random storage. Let's go here. Storage. Okay. So this is the library. It's huge. I think it's cool. It's different. It's a big library. And keep on going. Student ISS. It's got a security vestibule. Instructor access. Oh, okay. Here's a classroom. And in between. Cool. I guess. Storage. Classroom with lots of just pass-throughs. Okay, and then we got storage. Okay, this is the 8th grade hall. They're all the same. You'll be fine. So these ones have tiny restrooms. I mean, tiny. The boys is pad. Cute little meeting room in between classrooms. This one is the most awkward. This is a normal classroom size. Do you see? Okay. This one has the most awkward classroom sizes. These are all normal. This one's long. Like, what is that? This one's long. This one's stumpy and tiny. We have storage. Good. Then we have CLC. So. And then second floor, same concept, duplication. And then on the top of this, on the second floor of this long hallway, we have the science classrooms. So I'll show you one of them because they're all the same. I'll show you two. So this is the in-between one because there is a prep room behind it with glass. And then this is a normal science classroom. It's much bigger, but not as black. So, yeah. Your staircases there. And then, I guess, ouch. I don't know what's supposed to be there. I guess something. And I guess it's here too. I guess this separates the halls. Yeah, it does. Yeah, go on. We have, this is that main entrance, and then we have everything else on the other side. Here is, that's the sky bridge. And then here is the cafeteria. Long cafeteria. Long. But stage is decently big. For how, like a middle school, like this is 1, 2. This is a whole 2 stage. Like it's got some depth to it. So that's cool. Storage. Restroom. A big restroom. And here we have gyms. So men's locker room, coaches, access. Let's show you what that looks like. So we have a privacy area. The exit, here is changing area, restroom, showers, coach's office, storage, and the other access point. So we have a weight room in the middle, and then we have, this is big gym. We have little gym. And then the ladies area is right there, but this is a pretty area. I like this area. Here we have the fine arts. Look at this way first. Lots of storage because it's important. That's the stage. Here's the theater area. It's not a black box, but I guess I could have made it a black box. I could sacrifice perimeter. Here's the band hall. This has actually gone through renovation. The band hall hasn't gone through renovation, but the orchestra one has. Practice rooms, storage, ensemble hall. That's their office. Here's the ensemble room. There's an access to that way, but also the orchestra room has access to it. The orchestra room used to be, I think it was shorter. This way, like that wall was scooted in or something like that. I don't know. I deleted the expansion joint, which I shouldn't have in retrospect. Here are art rooms, and then here is the choir room. It's a big one for middle school. Yeah. And here is the outside hall. And that's what it looks like from the exterior. Yeah, that used to be much smaller. I don't remember how. Yeah, that's, what was that, Envoy? Yeah, I think. Then this is Tuscany Heights Elementary. Or no, I think this is Stone Oak. One of those two. It's cute. It's not the biggest, but there's room for expansion. This way. That's where the expansion would be. What's this? Stone Oak. Even though the other area is called Stone Oak. It's fine. Here's the lobby. This is a classroom. They all look like this. Wow, I just really liked the narrow ones for elementary for some reason. So odd. Yeah, it all looks the same on every side. Then here's that bridge. With having bridge. Here's gym. The gyms are a good size. That's the pass through. And then here is a hallway of classrooms. Don't know what grade. It's just a hallway of classrooms. Here are the music rooms and restrooms. Those are the music rooms. These are the restrooms. Here is the cafeteria. Small, itsy bitsy, very cute. Not much, to be honest. And this is the other set of halls. This one has more, like less classroom, more actual space. So the library's up here. Not a big library. Also, the main office is down here with the counselors and the nurse. So we'll do Kirk in a different video because this one's already getting long. But yeah, that's this one. This one's an interesting school. Not much goes on with it, but yeah.